can see. Yo, peace, God. Welcome back, man.
Welcome back, my brother.
Hey, so, hey, oh, to the question though, G. What's your opinion on that, bro? You said it's bestiality, but we'll dive deep, man, because I need a higher perspective.
Bestiality, that's all it is. I mean, that's all it is. I wouldn't. That's like a honeybee trying to procreating with a fly. It won't work. It's not healthy. It dilutes the race, so it's not healthy for one. One will always benefit from the other. So that's why I say that the universe, when you speak about consciousness, hold on, I had something up here for you because I wanted to ask you a question. Because when we speak about consciousness, which is God, that you say is God, right? Consciousness is the cosmos, the universe, that will manifest itself into, you said, anything. That's what it can do. But it will only manifest itself in the highest of that species, in the highest form of that species. Now, I'm ready to say this. Hold on for 1 second.
Now, go ahead.
So,
Go ahead, rock out.
all right, hold on. Let me see if I can't turn my joint around real fast. I got all these damn words up here. They said you cut the chat off the last time my team was up in here.
I had to. They be coming.
They said you cut the motherfucking chat off and you blocking my team.
Man, you
blocking my team.
No, hey,
so hold on. Listen.
You got a tough crowd, though.
Here we go. I just want to point something out to you. So, you know, whenever you see me in my lab like this where you should always be like, yo, something is getting ready to go down. So you see this right here? This says at this level, it's estimated that there are between 1078 to 1082 atoms in the known observable universe. In layman's terms, that works out to be between between 10 quadrillion, vagin trillion. I never even known of that number, and 100,000 quadrillion, vagin trillion atoms. Now, why is this important? And Kalai has brought up atoms and atoms. This is what the cosmos is made of. Hold on, let me turn this joint around. I can't turn it around again. So many people on here. So y'all making comments and I can't turn my screen around. Hold on, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll get it all together though. Because y'all know how I do it. I bring receipts. We don't gotta have I'll bring receipts. So when I ask the question, I want to make sure we good here.
For sure.
Now, just so we know, an atom is the smallest unit of matter that retains all the chemical properties of an element. Atoms combine to form molecules, which then interact to form solid, gases, or liquid. Now, what you would consider, hold on, I gotta get this. Here we go. Now, what you would consider the cosmos will be considered gases that are bonding together by what you call plasma energy. Now, the smallest unit for any cell, the building block for cells, are atoms. Why would the universe manifest itself into a species that cannot coexist with self?
Yeah, so I answered this question 3 times already, bro.
No, you didn't, man. No, you didn't. Hold on, my people. Now, maybe I'm something wrong with me. So, people, y'all heard, I read the scientific, I gave the scientific explanation and everything on why I want the question answered.
Yeah.
So, I'm just looking for the basic answer, biological, scientific fact, not a personal feeling. That's all I'm asking. There we go.
That's a fact. All right, I like that. And thank you for clarifying because I know how to answer now. Now, the answer to your question, again, I'm going to give you the same answer, Kalai. The reason consciousness can create, or God can create something lesser than itself? That's your main question, right? Why would consciousness, God, create something lesser than what it is, right?
Would the divine manifest itself into something so less of itself that it can't even correspond with self?
That's a good question. So the same answer I gave last time, same is the same. The reason for that is because consciousness, which is God, you feel me, which is the creator, you feel me, whatever we want to say, the universe, consciousness is so diverse and complex. It's not just one thing. So consciousness will manifest into something greater and into something lesser than itself.
Not something that can't vibrate with itself. Okay. So let me give an example.
That's what
I'm saying. Let me give an example. No planets have complications with the natural energy giver in the planet, in the solar system, which is the sun. So why is it that crocodiles will sunbathe for hours at a time and not come up with any type of forms of cancer? However, we have species on the planet that have complications with the sun.
That's a fact.
So,
I agree with that. But I'm gonna say this though, Khalid, and you know that you know I'm finna say this. They do. It's species on the planet that have complications with the sun. But guess what, though, Khalid? Black people have complications with the sun too, and I got them in my family. Heavily melanated people that get sunburned. Yes. There's a lot of people.
Let me rebuttal to that again.
Go ahead.
Let me rebuttal to that again.
You said,
so we can make sure things are very clear. Let me just start with this. White people don't get sunburned. Cancer is deadly to white people because cancer is literally the molecules turning and trying to is the molecules forming to create the organism to fit the planet that is on. That's why most cancer is dark. You got a dark spot on you. Is that melanoma? You got a dark. Most cancer of the skin is dark because the sun is literally trying to transform you or mutate you so that way that you can exist. But it's deadly. So only thing that you can hear, like for example, like if the average person is afraid of snakes. Why they're afraid of snakes? Some people never even had an encounter with snakes, but they are afraid of snakes. Why? Because on television, they have been programmed that snakes are evil, demonic. You understand? They're untrustworthy. But to be honest with you, a snake has a snake is patient. It doesn't look for violence. It meditates. It thinks before it reacts. So
right.
It's based. Go ahead.
So those now I agree with those. But to answer your question though, why would creation create something that it can't connect with? Because creation is so diverse and complex. It's not what we think. There's infinite manifestations of creation and it's all connected. If creation created it, let's just say white people, they came from creation too. You feel me? So they have a communication with creation. Besides our opinion, our personal opinions and stuff. Let's just nip that in the book.
I would show me in their historic history and their behavior and characteristics as well as their medical history that they have a connection with source.
They do. See, they have a connection. They have a connection with source.
Right.
I want to say source is so the planet we live on, you feel me, is source. A lot of us trying to get connected back to the sun, but we're not even connected to the damn planet. I know white people that's way more connected to the planet than a lot of black niggas out here. I know this for a fact.
Okay.
And they care about it way deeper and everything. Not all white. I know some. So I'm just saying.
Now let me rebuttal to that, and I'm gonna say this real quick, and then I'm gonna let you go. You're gonna say that you know that there's white people that are more connected to the planet than black people, right? But if you keep them deprived from the planet, just like you kept us deprived from reading, then of course we're not gonna have that type of connection like you, because you kept us constantly in flight, fight, or freeze mode. So we didn't have time to bond with our planet. I mean, like you had time to bond with it as you was tearing our asses up.
So look,
so if you keep somebody, no, just give me a second. If you, for example, if you put water on the table, Pepsi, Kool-Aid, all the other fruit drinks on the fucking table, and you say, hey, listen, water is good, but you advertise all the other drinks more than you advertise water, but you say, hey, water is the best thing for you, but when you advertise water, you say water is better for you than any other soft drink. But you advertise all the other drinks more than you advertise water. What's more likely what I'm gonna gravitate to, because I don't know who I am, because I don't know my genetics. I don't know the effects that the sugar is literally having on my genetic composition, where it's detaching me from source, which is me and everything that's existing that's natural.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna just say this before I start, Joe. So like, say all the Kalai followers, everybody that came in here with Kalai. I don't want to look. I just want to say this. I see y'all in the comments. Now I will block the shit out you. I got more blocks than Hakeem Olajuwon. I will block you like a fucking.
What's the problem here, man? Let's go, man. Let's go.
I just want to let them know. Cool out with the trolling. We building right here, so you ain't gotta be trolled, because I will block you, and I don't want y'all to miss Kalai. Because if I block you when he up here, you ain't gonna be able to see it, and it won't make me no difference. So just be cool. We here for adults and mature-minded people. You feel me? Y'all see two motherfuckers building, bouncing intellect off each other. Now let's keep it at that, Joe. You feel me? But all right, so to answer your question, bro, you saying like the reason black people, you feel me, ain't connect their war out the bin because we ain't had a chance to get connected. That ain't a good argument that you should use. Why? Because it didn't work on you. What's stopping the next man from doing what you doing?
Wait a second. Wait.
The next man got the same 24 hours as you, bro. That's an excuse. It ain't stopped me. Go ahead, though.
I'm not giving out no excuses. I'm not making no excuses for no grown ass man. I'm not doing none of that. But we got to deal with reality, because we got to look at source. It's not just the fact that it's not just the fact that they kept us away. It's the way they kept us away from it. You see what I'm saying to you? So don't everybody's not in the same situation that I was in. No matter how tough my situation may have been growing up, there could have been a lot of other situations been tougher, and a lot of other people situation may have been easier. Exactly. But that doesn't.
So look, and you were a prime example. Your situation was tough. I know a little bit about your background, so it's like you are one of the motherfuckers that should be complaining with like, man, Joe, they stopped us from learning this shit. They took it away, but that ain't stopped you. So that would be a weak argument for you personally.
No, I'm not.
Shit ain't work on you.
Right, but I'm taking everything into consideration. I'm taking the fact that my people are still being poisoned and drugged, bro. We not supposed to be eating none of this shit. Listen, students at MIT that deal directly with neuroscience, dealing with the brain, have already concluded that our genetic makeup is not designed for us to eat meat. It automatically starts to build mucus. Why would I eat something that's going to not automatically start to build mucus? Listen, we already went into this prokaryotic cell organisms don't eat meat, bro. So understand that. This is why if you look at,
I definitely will. You feel me? I got smoke for that all day.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Listen, they don't eat meat. You don't have any smoke. Everybody, listen. People that don't watch my videos, people can do their own. They can do their own their own research for themselves. Bro, so-called black, this is why when black people stop eating meat, we instantly become lighter, our dendrites start to swell up, our synapses start to fire off, we literally, our brain starts to wake up and start to function completely, totally different. That's why any black person that went from eating meat to having that experience, that went to vegan and all the way to holistic. But I don't need you to bring up Dr. Sebi, because Dr. Sebi doesn't represent every mouth in the so-called black community.
Let me say this real quick. So you say black people not supposed to be eating meat because meat builds mucus.
Right.
Blank, period. Okay.
And acid. Yep.
Okay, mucus and acid. Okay. Indigenous people are the purest form of black people. In fact, they're the most natural people on the planet. A purebred indigenous person that haven't been mixed in with colonizers.
I haven't been mixed in and colonized either. I haven't been mixed in.
That's another. Don't want to go there to collide.
Bro, we already went there, bro. We can go there whenever you want to, man. We can go there whenever you want to.
We can go that route next. But look though, I study indigenous tribes, bro. You feel me?
I study genetics. You're studying tribes. I study genetics.
I study life, nature.
Right. You're studying the living. You're studying the outside of the living organism. I study the makeup of the organism.
Let me say this. I learn from life. I don't learn from science books. I learn from life. That's my science book. When I study indigenous tribes, and I've been studying this shit for a minute, you won't find an indigenous tribe that was a vegan on purpose. Meat was a primary source of all indigenous people's diet. Fish, motherfucking poultry, chicken, you feel me? Beef, buffalo, bison, and we sustain life since the beginning of time from meat. So to say black people shouldn't eat meat, that's a personal opinion, bro.
Got you.
It's not consistent with life, with nature.
Okay, excuse me. Let me finish speaking. No, it's not. It is consistent with. Can I talk? It's not. It is consistent with nature, because you know why? All animals in nature don't eat meat. What are you talking about? And one of the animals. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me finish talking, bro. You just got finished talking to me. You just got finished talking about follow nature. See, you contradicting yourself. You contradict yourself. Let me finish. Let me finish.
A man that lives in nature is different than an animal. We're talking about indigenous men, not indigenous animals.
Let me ask you a question. What's the difference between man living in nature and nature living in nature? Animals living in nature.
Man is the highest frequency consciousness can vibrate.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm talking about far as living, bro. I'm asking for what's the living? What's the difference
right?
Between you as far as living. As far as living.
It's a lot of differences. You feel me? The way they think, the way their bodies regulate. You feel me? The rising and setting of the time of the day.
Our bodies. That don't even make any sense. Our bodies regulate. Let me finish talking. Our bodies regulate too. Our bodies regulate too. Our bodies do the same thing animals do. What are you talking about? In fact, we do.
Go ahead.
All right, man. You see, this is what I'm talking about. When I start with you, man, there is no getting through to you. You start arguing. You start getting into your mood. Start making up shit to just start, and it just go into some weird shit. It go into some weird shit, Chief. Why not? I'm just being honest. You be working in your personal feelings, bro. You just be working in your you do because you listen. What animal in nature retains the most memory? What animal in nature has the best memory?
Well, off back, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you off back, but I'm pretty sure I can pull it up, though.
Oh, elephant. Let me help you out. A fucking elephant. And what do an elephant eat? What do an elephant eat?
He eat grass.
He don't eat animals.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is food is designed only to give you energy. Your brain operates off of oxygenated rich blood and glucose, which is sugar. So it can have that electrical current. Why would I put acid inside of my body to slow down the electrical current? Why would I do that? My stomach lining doesn't produce the mucus. My stomach lining. See, just like nature don't, everybody in nature don't do the same thing. Just like we all shouldn't be doing the same thing because we got 2 arms, 2 eyes, and 2 fucking feet. We shouldn't be doing the same thing either.
Let me ask you a question.
We don't build the acid up in our bodies to break down the meat that's easily broken down by white people and
so
other races of people.
So I brought up, you feel me? I referred to indigenous man, always eating meat since the beginning of time. Instead of comparing yourself to a natural man of the planet, which is an indigenous man, you compared yourself to an indigenous animal.
And because you're
not gonna find an indigenous tribe that didn't eat meat. You're not gonna find it, bro.
And because your lack of intelligence and your lack of respect for nature, that's why you look at animals the way that you look at it. Meanwhile, all your top. Let me finish speaking. Let me finish speaking.
You can't make a statement like that, though.
But you just looked at an elephant like an elephant isn't nothing, bro. You looked at an elephant like an elephant isn't nothing.
Compared to a man, animals are
no, that's not. See, this is the difference between people that have a divine connection that reach to the sun versus those that don't. See, even an ant, even a small ant deserves the same fucking respect that you would give the sun. See, that's the difference between. That's why you look at the animals and you have no problem slaughtering them and eating them.
I respect them.
You have no problem slaughtering them and eating them.
Hold on, you can't say that because you got no problem slaughtering a fucking plant to eat it. Plants are conscious, they have spirit, they breathe, they exhale and inhale, they hold information, they are aware. You have no problem with you have a problem with the planet Earth.
This is what I be talking about, the mind of the individual. This is what I be saying. This is what I be saying, the mind of the individual.
You killed the plant. That makes you cool. You a murderer too. You just as worse as a motherfucker hunting down a deer.
All right, now can I finish? Now let me rebuttal to that. When I go over to a plant, when I go over to kale to go eat a piece of raw kale, the kale is not screaming, squeak, squeak, squeak. The motherfucking cow is not, the plant is not doing.
Plants don't make sound, so that's a weak argument.
Now, see, this is another thing. This is another thing when I tell you when it comes from intelligence. Everything has a frequency, bro. So it does have a sound. This is what I'm talking about. You see what I be talking about, man?
Plants don't make sound that you can hear, though. I know what you're saying, but we talking real life. We can't hear a plant.
So am I supposed to die?
You communicate with plants through feelings and emotions, not through sound. A plant can't make a sound that you can hear.
Hold on for 1 second. Where do you get your feelings and emotions from? Through sound frequencies, bro.
Bro, that ain't the only way you get feelings and emotions. You get feelings and emotions through empathy. You can acquire empathy without sound.
Starts with a frequency, though. It's the frequency, bro. First.
Bro, come on, Kalai,
your fucking body don't all of a sudden be like, nigga, cry. No, bro. You gotta tap into that frequency. Yo, I've told you I bang with you, man. You know why I like you? Because you're consistent with your BS. That's what I like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not BS if you believe it. That's why I mess with you, because you really believe this. And the point that I'm trying to make to you, as I so eloquently ready to make to you right now, I wish I could turn my screen around again for you. Let me see. I think I can.
Man.
I don't know. I can't. I don't think I can.
This motherfucker, y'all funny as hell. They don't know Chief, man. G, like we dealing with real shit, man. We dealing with real shit over here, man.
Hold on. I'm trying to flip my camera around again.
When we speaking about, you feel me, Joe, animals, I have divine. Animals are divine beings. I have much respect for the animals. You feel me? But an animal ain't shit compared to a man. That don't mean I don't respect the animal. An animal is not. Man is the highest frequency consciousness can vibrate, can manifest into. You can manifest through consciousness into anything. But a man, this is where every living soul wants to experience life as a man, not a bird, not an animal, a man. Man is the only person that can speak word. Animals make they sounds, but animals don't speak word unless taught.
So
like a parrot. You can
animals,
teach a parrot.
all animals communicate with one another. All humans can't communicate with one another. So animals
Yes,
are
they
on a
can.
higher frequency. All
They can
natural
communicate.
animals on the planet communicate with one another. You pull up National Geographics, you
I
will
agree.
see
I
monkeys
agree. That's a
inside of the
fact.
trees communicating
That's a
with the
fact.
gazelles on the ground about
Yeah.
danger coming. So
No,
listen, so
I
you
agree.
can,
I'm not
all
debating that.
animals
That ain't no
communicate with
debate.
one another.
I never.
Right. So what
I
I'm,
agree. That
so
ain't nothing to debate on. I know that.
right, but consciousness is always going to manifest itself in something that's at its highest supreme.
No, it's
It's
not.
always going to do that.
No, it's
It's
not.
not gonna
No, it's not.
manifest itself into something
Okay, let
that can't
me ask you a
communicate
question.
with it,
Okay,
because it
let me
has to
ask you a
give.
question. Let me ask you a question. Hold on, because you said I don't want you to skip over there, and now I got you right here. Let's just do it properly. So you say consciousness cannot manifest itself into something that's lower than what it is, that it can't connect to. So let's just say you saying white people are that, but white
Anybody
people have
that
consciousness.
has animal genetics.
Okay, but people that have animal genetics have consciousness, and the consciousness
No.
manifested through that body.
Okay.
Yes,
Excuse me.
yes.
No. Just
What is we
because you
doing
have a
here? What is we
just
doing
because
here,
you're
G?
let me finish talking. Just
So white
because you
people don't
have
got consciousness.
Just because you have a voice box doesn't mean you have a soul, bro. So, and you can
I know
tell
that.
by
I know. Do
behavior
you know
and
what a soul is?
characteristics. Hold on. Animals in nature don't look to bully and abuse other animals based upon their skin color, their
Hey,
ethnicity,
I never said they did.
excuse me,
I
let me
never said they
finish.
did.
You Yo, you know what, man? Listen, if you interrupt me again when I'm talking, man, I'm just gonna get off of here, man. I can't talk. We can't talk at the same
Bro, you
time.
interrupt me
No,
too
I'm
though, G.
not. Yo, I'm not.
All
Anybody
right,
can
go
tell
ahead. All right,
y'all.
go
Look
ahead.
in the fucking chat,
All
bro.
right, look. Hey,
I
look.
listen to you.
Look, hey, collab. We
You
ain't gonna
cut
cry
me
about it. All right,
every
go
3
ahead.
words I talk. You cut me off.
Nah. You be speaking for 5 minutes and then I cut in but go ahead though. Hey, go ahead though, G. I want you to get your perspective off because I need to understand why you think the way you think. Because the math ain't mathing if you look at real life.
Right. That makes sense to anybody because it's called, if everybody believe in yin and yang, everybody believe in a push and a pull, then why would the universe manifest itself into something that can't communicate with it? Why would
Because the
it?
universe
This is
is
why
diverse and complex. The universe is
black people
diverse and
have a
complex.
voice in their head. Other races of people don't have that voice in their
Yes,
motherfucking
they
head.
do.
No, they
Yes, they
don't.
do.
Okay, now
They
let
go
me
to the crazy hospital and get diagnosed. Number white boys in there that got voices in their head. What is you
let me
talking
tell
about?
you why.
Real
Listen,
life.
it's a different. All right, hold on. Let me give you a difference. The voice that's in black people's head is the solar system that is talking, that they are communicating with self. The
You
voice
can't say that.
that's why you don't see black people killing senselessly. You
Yes, you
see,
do. Yes, you do. I'm in Chicago, Illinois. Yes, you do. The voice that's in these little niggas' heads is a demonic voice.
yo,
That's
this
not
is
from the
what I
sun.
tell y'all.
We
This is
dealing
what I
with real
told y'all.
life.
This is what
Come
I
on,
told
bro.
y'all. Did I tell you? They
Hey,
gravitate.
Kala,
They
Kala,
gravitate to the first thing. They gravitate to the first thing instead of
Kala.
really looking at you. You looking at the. You looking at the. You
I'm
can't
looking
see the
at real
forest
life.
beyond the trees, bro. You can't
I'm
see the forest
looking
beyond
at
the
real
tree.
life.
So you can't, because black people would never scratch the surface of just from 1619 to 1719 to what was done with us. To what was
Kala,
done with us.
you stay
Black
in
people,
motherfucking Philly, nigga. You stay in Philadelphia. That's the murder capital of motherfucking the United States of
yo,
America. And you
no,
talking
no, you
about black people
listen,
don't
the
do senseless
entire,
crimes. Come
yo,
on, man. Now that's
Australia,
contradicting.
let me finish
That's contradicting and
talking.
that's
Every
hypocrisy.
continent had nothing but black people there. There were no other race on this planet. you have independent biologists, David Wilcox. All these people have already stated it was only one group of people that was naturally here on this planet, which was black people. No other race was here on the fucking planet.
So
none
what?
whatsoever.
I don't think that to be true.
None whatsoever. No other species, no other race was here on this planet before 12,000 years ago.
Whoever said that may have been, highly mistaken or miseducated or uneducated.
Okay.
This is why we should look at life and nature and our reality. Go to a science book that another man wrote.
That's why.
Going off somebody
that's why when
information.
That's why when geologists dig up, all they find is black people. Show me the motherfucker. Show me now. We so divine with animals. We so divine with animals. People that's in here